Dear student, Namaste. You are welcome to an English lesson of grade 10, Unit 3, Reading Second. Dear student, are you all ready with your textbook, exercise book and pen? Very good. So today we will be talking about reading skills. And on the reading skills, we talk about reading comprehension. Are you all ready now? Very good. Today, reading second. And what is the title of this reading comprehension? Can you guess? Very good. A healthy diet for a healthy life. Okay, this is what the today's topic. Did you find this topic in your textbook? Very good. Now please be ready. Dear student, you know that health is very important, right? And in order to maintain good health for us, what do we need? We need a healthy diet, isn't it? Yes, you're right. So look at the picture and guess. What do you see in the picture? Can one of you guess it? Yes, you're right. A woman is addressing. She is addressing in a meeting or in the conference. Okay? And you may see some people, they are sitting behind the woman. They are listening and they are writing something as well. Isn't it? Good. So now, what do you think this picture is about? As I said, the picture is about a conference maybe, a meeting maybe. We can guess anything else. So guess it and answer it. What is the woman doing? What is your guess? What is the woman doing here? Yes, you're right. The woman is delivering her speech. Isn't it? Very good. Now, let us read out. The text is an adapted version of the opening address to the conference on the Joint Programming Initiative, JPI, delivered by Mary Geoghegan, Queen, European Commissioner for Research, Innovation and Science, in Brussels on 28 March 2014. Now, you may have some ideas about the reading comprehension, the reading text. The text is about the opening address to the conference on the JPI, Joint Programming Initiative, delivered by, the speech is delivered by Mary Geoghegan, Queen, and She is an European Commissioner for Research, Innovation and Science. And this speech is delivered in Brussels. You know the Brussels, the capital city of Belgium? And the speech is delivered on 28 March 2014. And what is the speech about? Now we are going to talk it. The speech goes like this. Can one of you read? Very good. Ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to have the honor of opening this international conference on the Joint Programming Initiative, A Healthy Diet for a Healthy Life. So look at, you can simply understand what actually the conference is. There is a meeting, people are sitting there listening and then sharing the ideas and collecting the information and knowledge. And some other people are presenting their ideas. Have you ever been to the conference? Any conference? Yes. All right. So, the speaker, the woman, she addressed in the conference becoming so happy. She was so happy. Delighted here refers to showing great pleasure. She felt pleasure. Why she felt pleasure? She felt pleasure because she got an opportunity to deliver her experiences in the conference. And what was the title of the conference? The main focus of the conference, A Healthy Diet for a Healthy Life. And see, you have found the words which are difficult to understand. They are delighted, as I said. The meaning of delighted here is feeling or showing great pleasure. Conference, a meeting of 2 or more persons for discussing matters of common concern. This is what we say conference. Okay. Now, the next paragraph. It is a topic that's never out of the media, with endless variation on whether carbs, fat, sugar, or protein are good or bad, or reports on the latest wonder food that will stop cancer in its tracks or help us live longer. What did you understand about this? We know we are now relying on science and innovation to help us tackle the new public health challenge, that is diet and lifestyle related diseases such as overweight and obesity, sometimes described as the greatest public health challenge of our time. Now, you may see some words which are in highlighted and the words are in red color. They are wonderful and innovation. What does wonderful mean? And what is the meaning of innovation? Can one of you guess? Yes, you're right. Wonderful means a food that is believed to have exceptional health benefits. And innovation, it means that a new method, idea, product to find out new things, that is innovation. So now, what the speaker is delivering and addressing in the conference here from this paragraph, we can just summarize it. So it is enlaced topic, or it is never out issues, or we can say it is a cross-cutting issues. it always comes, the media always covers this issue regarding health, regarding healthy diet for healthy life. Even though this is a very serious concern to all the countries of the world, according to the speaker, she says. Similarly, she again says that science and innovations help us to tackle the public health challenge. What does it mean? Science and innovation, these supports to tackle the problem of this public health challenge. There are a lot of challenges in our public health. So, science and innovation somehow enhance us to face this public health challenge, according to the speaker. She is delivering and addressing her speech in the conference. Okay? Next, can one of you read this paragraph? Good. Let us read together. It's a challenge that all member states are facing to different degrees. So it makes perfect sense, both scientifically and economically, to pool our knowledge together. That's why this joint programming initiative is so important. When Healthy Diet for a Healthy Life was launched, the Council of the European Union noted that in the last 3 decades, the levels of overweight and obesity in the EU have risen dramatically, particularly among children, and that the trend of poor diet and low physical activity is getting even worse. Did you understand what does this paragraph focus on? There are some words. As I said, dramatically and trend. See the meaning of these words. Dramatically, very suddenly and to a very great and often surprising degree. That means dramatically. And meaning of trend, a general direction in which something is developing or changing. So what did you understand about this paragraph? Look at the main focus of this paragraph. JPI, Joint Program Initiative, is a milestone to fight against the levels of overweight and obesity. Okay? So these are the main concern of all the people of the world. What are the main concern? And what are the main focus of the conference? To reduce overweight and to control obesity. So according to the speaker, this type of conference and joint programming initiative is a milestone to fight against the level of overweight and obesity of the people. And the trend of poor diet and low physical activity is getting worse in EU. Even though they have launched the program, even though the ratio of overweight and obesity to the people is not decreased, dramatically risen. Okay, it is seen in the record among all the European countries. All right, next, here we go. Can one of you read out? Good, let's read together. Many chronic conditions such as cancer, neurological and mental disorders, cardiovascular disease, obesity, and type 2 diabetes can be prevented or modified through better lifestyles and healthier diets. Different projects are delivering insights such as how diabetes and obesity can be prevented, how they progress, how early diagnosis can improve quality of life, and how to select the best treatments. So, what does it mean? Can you identify the picture? Yes, you are right. This is the what? The picture of heart. When we have a problem of obesity and overweight, we may suffer from cardiovascular problem, cardiovascular disease. It is related to heart. When we have the problem of overweight and obesity, we may face the problem of heart attack, for example, stroke, for example. This is known as cardiovascular problem or cardiovascular disease. And what does it mean? Can you guess it? This is what? Neurological. It is related to nerve system. Okay, it is connected with nerves. So if we have the problem of obesity and overweight, so we may also suffer from neurological problem. So you may guess the meaning of neurological, chronic or cardiovascular or diagnosis. So we have to diagnose it. How can we diagnose those problems? For example, cardiovascular disease, neurological problem. These are chronic conditions. If we do not decrease obesity, that means fatness of our body, and overweight, we have to reduce, we have to lose our weight, then only we don't have to face the problem related to neurological, we don't have to face the problem related to cardiovascular. Okay, here are the meanings. Chronic, continuing or occurring again and again for a long time. Chronic, that means that happens again and again. Neurological, as I said, related to disorder, relating to disorders of the nervous system. And the meaning of cardiovascular disease, diseases related to the heart and blood vessels. Diagnosis, the identification of the nature of an illness. So, dear student, we may have to face a very serious problem when we have obesity and overweight, so that the speaker here in this text has brought a very serious, very cross-cutting issues in the conference. She is addressing in the conference. Next. But despite the improvements, much more needs to be done, particularly because of the transgenerational effects of obesity and diabetes. Similarly, Horizons 2020, Europe's €80 billion research and innovation program, it is designed to tackle society's biggest challenge. The two things that are most relevant to a healthy diet for a healthy life are food safety and the bioeconomy, and health, demographic change and well-being. Look at, this is what? The demographic change. You can see in the picture, in one side, there are a lot of people. In another chart, you can see some people are there. Here also, some people are standing there. Why it happens? It happens because of what? Not concerning about our health. And there will be the direct effect of our demographic change. Demographic, what is the meaning of demographic here? This is what? The bioeconomy. you can see and read out the meanings of those words. Transgenerational, having an effect on several generations of a family. Obesity and overweight, that happens due to the hereditary problem as well, and it transforms from one generation to another generation. Bioeconomy, this picture shows the symbols of bioeconomy, an economic system based on the sustainable use of biological response. Demographic change, when there is a problem of obesity and then let's say overweight, then we see the change in population in terms of age, birth rate, and so on. Okay, so these are what the problems that we have to face it in our life. Next one. What do you see in the picture? Can you guess it? Healthcare innovation chain. So, in order to improve this issue, we must have a healthcare innovation chain. When there is no chain among all the stakeholders, then the problem cannot be solved. Now, let us read the next paragraph together. For the next 7 years, the challenges will fund the very best research on nutrition, health and diet related disease, and aging, and translate the knowledge gained into innovative and effective products, treatments, services, and strategies to benefit all patients and to prevent many people from developing disease in the first place. Similarly, it will require an unprecedented, that means never done or known before, level of cooperation along the healthcare innovation chain, starting with researchers that characterize disease, to those who use this knowledge by developing new biomarkers, diagnostics, and medicines, and to regulators who evaluate and approve them. So, meaning of these difficult words. Now, biomarkers, meaning of biomarkers is related to naturally occurring molecule or gene. Diagnostic, the process of identifying a disease, condition, or injury from its signs and symptoms. Similarly, as I said, unprecedented, never done or none before. What the speaker is requesting to all the leaders of the EU, let's say, European Union. So, she is requesting to all the leaders of European Union, let us invest some fund, developing what? Developing for research related on nutrition, health, diet, similarly diet related disease, aging, and let us transform the knowledge. Let us do some innovative work in order to reduce this problem. This is a public concern, so let us reduce this. She is appealing to all the leaders of European Union. She says, Horizon 2020 program will fund for the best research on nutrition, health, diet-related disease, and aging, and translate the knowledge. For this, it will require extraordinary level of cooperation with a healthcare innovation chain such as researchers, biomakers, and many more. Unfortunately, different attempts have not yet led to major changes on healthier eating habits. So, she is requesting to all the leaders of EU to do some thing new, even though different attempts have not yet led to the major changes on healthier eating habits. Now, next paragraph. Unfortunately, different attempts to encourage healthier eating have not yet led to major changes in patterns of food purchase and consumption. That's where a multidisciplinary approach comes in with health and nutrition research and innovation that includes the social sciences. We all know, for example, that understanding people's behaviors and their relationship to food and exercise is vital in helping them to make healthier choices. What do you mean by multidisciplinary? That is collaborative or associative, or we can say combining or involving more than one discipline or field of study. Let's do together, let's collaborate ourselves in terms of knowledge, in terms of techniques, in terms of other equipments, and let us fight against together. The speaker is again addressing, and she says, different practices have not yet brought the changes in patterns of food consumption. However, multidisciplinary approach appears and it supports to establish for major changes on it. So let us bring other ideas. Let us bring other way out to control this major issue, she says. Next one, what do you see in the picture? I'm convinced that Horizon 2020 can make excellent progress on research and innovation for healthy diets and healthy lives. She herself is convinced that the Horizon 2020 can make excellent progress on research and innovation for healthy diets and healthy lives. The speaker herself is convinced here. And there is no point in all this effort if the good intention of research agenda are not turned into the concerned action. When we prepare a plan, but if we do not transform the plan into an action, it does not work. According to the speaker, look at, this is what the balanced diet, very balanced food, we have to use it in order to reduce and control our obesity and overweight. The speaker is convinced that Horizon 2020 can make a great effort on new innovation for healthy lives, as if effort does not make any sense if it is turned into an action, as I said. So implementation is important, and this will be achieved by first coordinating national research programs and activities. Today's launch of implementation plan marks a major step forward in putting the strategic research agenda into action. And I also encourage you to explore other avenues besides joint calls and knowledge networks to implement your strategic research agenda, such as linking to other relevant JPIs and by benefiting from common European research infrastructures. I here refers to the speaker. Avenues, other way outs, different way outs, okay? What the speaker says here, the speaker emphasizes that let us join our hands together to fight against this major concern of overweight and obesity by implementing various plans and policies. Let us implement, let us prepare the plan, a very concrete plan. Making plan does not work if we transform the plan into an action, then definitely we get some changes. So according to the speaker, she is addressing and appealing to all the people, to all the leaders of European Union in the conference. Now, the last paragraph, let's read out together. Above all, in this critical phase of implementation, I urge the member states participating in this JPI to unlock national funding for research and to actively engage in aligning national research programs and innovations policies. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you an excellent conference full of innovative ideas and interesting discussion. I look forward to hearing the results. Thank you. This is what the last paragraph the speaker speaks in the conference. And she says, the speaker urges the member states participating JPI to unlock national funding for research programs and innovation policies. Last but not the least one, what the speaker focuses upon, let us invest some fund, our fund, for what? For research programs and innovation policies. Let us do many research and innovation policies. Let us develop innovation policies, not only making and preparing the plans and programs related to research and innovation, but also if we implement those plans and policies, if we bring those plans and policies into an action, definitely we get success. And finally, she says that an excellent conference as well, and she wishes for an excellent conference also, and she concludes her speech in the conference in this way. Did you understand this reading comprehension, dear student? I believe you have well understood the issues related public health and the ideas delivered by the speaker in the conference. I believe you have well understood. And dear student, here is a homework for you. Read the text, A Healthy Diet for a Healthy Life, and summarize it. What did you understand about a healthy diet for a healthy life? You can include your own ideas and opinions as well. And you can summarize the text, the reading comprehension. What did you understand? How healthy diet is very, very significant for a healthy life. You can include your own ideas and arguments, your own opinions in your writing, and we will share the best writing in the class next day. Till then, thank you and namaste.